Hi everyone, my name is Vladimir Gorovoy and I am an academic director of the Master in Business Analytics and Big Data program at ВШМ. For more than 16 years I've been working in Yandex in different roles, starting from software developer to head of service to head of the machine learning team, and now I'm building my own startup. So why our program on business analytics and big data is relevant? First of all, a lot of companies now understand that they can bring a lot of value from data to their business. And there is a huge demand on labor market for specialists who can do just that, who can work with data, understand what are the typical processes of dealing with data, how you can bring value from it, and how it can help you make more effective management decisions. And we prepare specialists who can do just that, who both understand the business and also understand how to work with data, who can actually do something with their own hands with the data, and also can talk to the data scientists or software engineers using the same language. So what are the benefits for the program? First of all, you'll both acquire both managerial skills and technological skills, and the structure of your education at MiBA actually consists of 3 tracks. One of the tracks is managerial track, where you learn soft and hard skills in management, and ВШМ is famous for giving great managerial education, so you'll have great courses such as contemporary strategic analysis. You'll work through the series of seminars on management professional skills, where you will be able to acquire soft skills much needed for managers for the successful career, and you will be able to take a course on marketing innovations and so on and so forth. The second track is about dealing with data. It contains 2 courses, corporate data essentials and data governance, which are lectured by the Chief Data Officer of VTB Bank, Svetlana Bava, and which will give you great understanding of how data management can be organized in real life in companies. And the third track is a technological track. Well, you'll learn how to deal with data, how to do machine learning projects, and it starts from the course development essentials, where you'll learn the basics of Python and SQL, so you're not required to already have the skills when you enter the program. Will provide you opportunity to acquire the skills during your education. And then you will follow on with the Python for statistical programming, which is probably one of the most important skills for managers who will deal with data. So you'll be able to use Python, and you'll be able to do some statistical analysis using it. After that, you'll have a course on machine learning, and finally the final course that you'll need to take is applied machine learning projects, where you'll put all the pieces together and you'll be able to actually do the real life projects from scratch, from understanding the business, following on data understanding, following on with the actual models, and actually finally deploying your solution in production. And after that, you'll also be able to dive deep into some topics. If you're interested in pursuing a technical track, you can choose some course, like, for example, deep learning, deep dive into deep learning, so you'll understand how modern neural networks operate and how they can help business. So who is this program for? We are waiting for different people with different kinds of backgrounds. First of all, we are waiting for the people with mathematical or IT background who want to educate themselves on management and who want to pursue their career in IT companies, dealing or doing some digital projects where data science and machine learning is involved. But also, it's not a must. You can also, there are successful examples of people who come from management background, or economical background, or even from humanitarian background, I know some of our graduates who actually had some managerial background, who didn't participate in any like technical programs beforehand, who acquired all the hard skills they needed for data management and data science here and GSOM in our program, and who were working successfully as data scientists in vk.com and were successful group leaders in Bolt company, which is quite famous, one of the famous companies in Europe. Now during their career track, they're able to also apply their managerial skills, of course, because they both understand the business applications, they get the soft skills and got the soft skills that help them to actually manage the team. And they also understand the domain of data science and machine learning, and it helps them a lot. So now, what are the main peculiarities of the program? First of all, the program is developed with the help of people with real industrial experience. So we have some lecturers with background in software companies like Одноклассники, Yandex, VTB, and others. And also we have a great advisory board with people from great expertise in different fields in informational technology, and they also help us with developing the right program that will help us to educate students who will be in huge demand on the labor market. So that's the one thing. The other thing that we have opportunity for you to get in some internship. We have a career center in GSOM which helps you with that, and our students had opportunities to get summer internship in different companies, including for example VK, Vostok Gosplan, Gazprom Neft, and others, and some of them are continuing their careers there. The other important thing is that you'll be able to go during the third semester of your studies, you'll be able to go abroad and study abroad in one of our partner universities. And so an important aspect is gaining the international experience. So that's why our program is actually in English, so you will be able to also get acquainted with the other students from other countries, and actually there are students from different parts of the world studying now in MiBA program, and that's also an important experience that you can gain at MiBA. And the other important thing is that instead of like kind of boring research studies, you'll be able to write a real project as your master thesis, working on the real data set from the industrial companies, from one of our partners, or you'll be able to find this project yourself. So you'll be able to actually work on a real life challenge, and the final projects are organized as a group project. So you'll be able to coordinate your efforts with your peers, and also we have a mentor from the company, and we have a scientific advisor. So you'll kind of get an interesting experience working in group, solving real life problems, and working individually with mentors who can help you deliver the results. The other important aspect of the program is that you won't have to deal with all the peculiarities of installing different software on your own machine and dealing with different environments. So we have our own technological platform on which we have Jupyter in the cloud, the infrastructure that will allow you to write code in different languages such as Python, for example, and use also the computational resources in the cloud to work with big data, to store the big data there, and to be able to process it. So this platform will be used by you throughout the whole 2 years. So it's used during the courses, and also you can use it for your own projects, for during internship and during your actually doing your master thesis, because sometimes it's a challenge for you to find the appropriate machines and to install the appropriate software, but we solve it for you. And like in reality, in companies, you'll probably be working in a very kind of similar environment. So it's a really deep dive into what kind of environment you'll get when you graduate from our school. What's also important that the program is implemented entirely in English. So we have students from all over the world. Also, some of our lecturers, they live abroad, and some of them have experience of teaching in international universities. So as I've told you, also you'll have an opportunity to go for an exchange semester. And of course, so our graduates, they work also in different countries. I think approximately only half of them stay in Russia. We believe that after graduating from our program, you'll be able to find a job in different parts of the world, and your skills will be valuable not only in our country but in a lot of other countries in the world. So our graduates, they follow several major career paths. One of them is managerial positions, working as an IT product or project manager in the companies, in large companies, but also in startups. And if we're talking about the salaries there, so you can start at about like 80,000 rubles from the start, and like when you follow up through your career, when you are advancing yourself, you can reach up to salaries up to more than 300,000 rubles. So there are endless opportunities in this field. And there is a huge demand in labor market throughout the world in managers who not only understand management concepts but also have some experience of dealing with data and can do and check some hypotheses themselves. So, and the other track is going to in the data governance field. So you can work as a manager in data governance in the CDO office, Chief Data Officer team, and help companies with data management and build some policies around how data should be managed in the company. And also some of our students, they follow more technological track. They work as a data analysts or data scientists, and late in their career, some of them switch to more managerial positions, so not a lot of them stay in pure technological field. And if you start your career in data analyst field, so your salary can start at about like 60,000 rubles, but also it can start growing very fast and can reach in several years up to 300,000 rubles. And these specialists are also in huge demand in the labor market. And we have a great career center that can help you pursue the career path that you select. It will help you find the right companies and to prepare yourself for the interview and to prepare your CV. And if you have struggles understanding which career path you should pursue, there is a great mentorship program at GSOM called Talent Up. And we have graduates from our school who work in different roles, all of the roles that I've mentioned in possible career tracks. You can consult with them and they will help you to select the right track. So apply for MiBA at GSOM and get a cool and in-demand education.